This video is going to be a roller coaster. No, I mean, quite literally, it's a roller coaster. It's been over 2.5 years that I have been building a roller coaster, and today we are back in this wonderful game that actually, not sure if you knew that, was the foundation of this channel. If you want to know more about that, because so many people joined during the Planet Zoo days, stay with me, I'm gonna talk about that later. But this video is going to be really all about a roller coaster, and I'm super excited to do that again. But first, let's have a little look at some cool deals. Special thanks to our sponsor of today's video and the sponsor of the channel. Instant Gaming is a wonderful platform on which you can get your favorite games to a great value. Here you've got 24/7 support, you've got over 10,000 games at your hand, and you can find them very simple via a search bar, just like our Planet games over here. Or if you fancy, have a look at Cities, for example. Everything is here, including all the DLCs you wish to have. So special thanks again to Instant Gaming. Link is in the description if you want to grab a game. Please click there and have fun. Alright, let that music kick in, let the nostalgia flow in, or let the music go into you and, you know, try to feel the beauty of what is Planet Coaster. So if you're new into the game, if you've clicked on the video, why you ever have done this, but I will bring you into the world of Planet Coaster today and why everyone at the moment is talking about a Planet Coaster 2. More about that later. Actually, the video is about the coaster, so do not worry. But it's been such a long time that I've played this game, and due to our subathon, we finally had the chance to, you know, go back into, because you made me play it by going so far into the subathon. So many thanks to you guys to make me play the game again and build a coaster. Now, this coaster has been built obviously with the chat alongside me. It's a Mac launch coaster, at least in our imagination, and you know, it's very decent, I guess, you know, especially when you consider how I have built coasters in the past. This one is specifically decent. We are going to have a POV, obviously, at the end of the video, and this is going to be good. Yeah, let's say good. There's a whole bunch of stuff I could improve about this. I will not promise if I will, because that would be, you know, not easy to hold. I have no idea if I will. It was actually a lot of fun, but there are a couple of reasons why it has been so hard to get back into the game, and frankly I noticed that during the procedure as well. But let me say, if you guys have not played Planet Coaster yet, it is the time to grab the game with a good deal from Instant Gaming. Make sure to play it and feel the beauty yourself. I just completely forgot how many amazing things this game has that Planet Zoo actually does not. Now, I have been so much sucked into the Planet Zoo world, and honestly I love the game so much that I forgot where I've been coming from, in a way. And during the build over here, I just felt the beauty of making these industrial wonders, these steel coasters, or just coasters in general. For me personally, they have a certain beauty. I can't really explain why that is. It's just like the skyline of a coaster, the movement of a coaster when it goes from left to right, for example, when it just hugs a turn or whatever. It just has a certain beauty to it. If you have something similar, try to explain it in the comments. I really would like to find a good description of it. What is that? What's the feeling? I mean, obviously riding a coaster is pretty easy to explain, but what is the beauty about seeing these things move? And I don't know, just feeling the power, I guess, of it going through the track. There is so much to love about coasters, but honestly, this game is so much more. Like, we have so many amazing flat rides, and I've just been, after the subathon, I've been doing a couple more scenery things, as you will see at the end of the video. And during this phase, I just stopped recording and went back and plopped the things down. I just plopped some things down, and it just felt very good again, because so many things that we had, like for example the amazing classic rides and vintage rides, these things are animated with a love and passion for this genre. It is ridiculous how good they are. Every single moving part has been animated to its correct degree, and seeing these things in action with a little bit of grunge on them, and really feeling like on a fun fair, on another, I don't know, theme park-esque area thing, whatever you want to call that, has been such a breeze of a good feeling for me. It's been so good to see that again, how much love Frontier has put into the game, and I kind of feel a little bit nostalgic is maybe the wrong word, but I love to remember the time, because Frontier has been so much smaller at the time. They were not even thinking about raising IPs like Warhammer or Jurassic World or whatnot. It's been their passion project, you know? This is the reason why we all have Planet Zoo. This game is literally the reason why we have such a great Planet Zoo game. It has innovated so many things in this genre. It has basically founded the genre of Planet games, and now we are speculating over a Planet Coaster 2 or maybe another Planet game, you never know, but this is an entirely new platform, if you even want to call that. And again, we've been talking about that in stream as well. Some of the textures even are better than in Planet Zoo. It's insane, especially the pathing textures. By the way, the pathing is still as broken as in Planet Zoo, no worries, we also got that one. It's the same foundation, not everything was great, but just in general, it's been so good to see that again, and it reminded me of how many great things we haven't even been seeing in Zoo so far. But like there are some more vending machines we've never seen in here, like for example a bubblegum machine, for example. Such a cool thing we got with the vintage pack, if I remember correctly. Gosh, I forgot almost everything. We also got a mechanic with the Ghostbusters pack, which is weird to say, but they had a very fun way of putting waste away, and in that sense waste was actually ghosts, and then they had kind of a machine where you had to get rid of the trashed ghosts, which I always thought this is kind of a test for like actual waste management. Unfortunately, we never got that, but the functionality was the same, even though it's ghosts. But also like these rides that we got with the last pack was cool. We had this gun shooting game, and we had also the track, like all the track elements where we can put the animatronics and play them to a certain time. And there's been just so much you can play around with, and I forgot how complete the game was at the end. It's been so good. But equally, it also reminded me of how much better Planet Zoo was in all the things they have brought over. And this is fun, because this game will show you the whole world of Planet games, and it will change your view. If you have anything to do with theme parks, I really highly recommend to grab this game, to be able to speak with us about what this game pioneered. And at the same time, as I said, it just makes Planet Zoo feel even better than it is. People, and including me included, forget where we're coming from and what this whole thing is, the Planet genre. And I felt like, yeah, that's a very long way we've come. Like especially things like foliage, rocks, ground textures, pieces to build, and the building system itself. Honestly, I forgot how many things they have improved, like quality of life things about building, like let alone the fact that you can, like this is very specific. If you're really into building, you're a building person, you will know. The other one, I don't know, I try to explain it in the best way possible. Now, if you have a group, and within that group is a selection, and you want to copy that selection, you usually use the Control D option to just copy it, and then you will be able to put it down wherever your cursor is. If you hold down Control X, it'll copy that from the origin with the advanced move tool, so that you keep the same orientation. Now, the advanced move tool, as great as it is kind of sometimes very problematic, because A, it's not always 100% reliable, and the other thing is, it is slow. It's slow because you have to work with the arrows and stuff. So one thing that is a lot more easy in Planet Zoo is you can, and this is the perfect footage here over here, by the way, you can just grab the group, hit Control D, and if you made sure to deactivate the align to terrain or align to ground, it'll stay at the same height. So that'll make you so much more productive. But that's not existing in Planet Coaster, and I was like, man, that takes a lot more time than it used to be. So yeah, really good to see that they even changed these things. And thinking of a new Planet Coaster, having these more productivity elements in the game, especially also now that I don't have the new gizmo with the additional axis where you can grab two axes simultaneously, I just noticed how much I'm missing that, like especially to quickly move around things. It's really damn good to have that. So really good to get back into the game to see how much has improved, but also to see how much cool things can be done. And maybe that's not the end of the revisit, honestly. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish this with the station building and whatnot. This has been like a one-off project for the stream. But you know, you never know what that is gonna bring us. Like, I would love to have a real snow in the game, so for the winter we could focus on a project. But then again, there are so many things you could do. We could go into old parks, maybe fix her up or something. And I don't know. There's just, again, there are so many possibilities. I just loved being back in here, and I just loved playing Planet Coaster again. I'm very happy that stream forced me to do that, and maybe we are going to have some more live streams if and that's basically what I expect. The video is not going to be that much crazy on the channel. It doesn't matter, we can still do that on stream. So I guess enough talky talk about the game. Let's go actually into the game. Alright, as promised, we are in the game, and before we jump into the POV, you actually have an off right. I'm gonna disable the HUD so it's a bit more beautiful for you, so you have a better view of this coaster in total. Now, this is a dual launch coaster with the first launch down here, as you can tell, where the coaster is now going to stand still to go actually into the launch, and then it's gonna be pushed into this first kind of big roll. Or screw. It's kind of, you know, it's a roll, but it's also kind of a huge corkscrew, whatever. And then it goes into the basically into the track that goes in and out. So it's a bit of an in and out layout over here, with an exception to the other side to go basically into the second launch. You can see there's a bit of twistiness here and there, a bit of airtime. Then we have another roll. That was actually a wish from the name-giving person, Melissa, over here, by the way. She did some great sub-gifts and stuff, so we decided to name the coaster after her and let her decide what to do. So at this point she was asking for an inversion, and so we did, and basically that was a good transition into where I wanted to make the second launch that pushes you back into the in and out layout. Again, we have like a top hat over here, which then goes into a long right-hander, a bit of a zigzag track over there, left, right. Then we have a tiny bit of airtime again coming up, kind of a dive into this very tight right-hander. I think it's at the cusp of being too intense, but I think it's still okay. The banking is quite heavy, but still it should be good. And then, you know, with the last helix, we are going back into the station area. Again, you know, I'm not sure whatever I'm going to build over here, but I did a bit of theming, very light theming, as you can see. I might actually just do the front here and do some other stuff with it. I don't know, maybe we can even make this like a 4 coaster area or whatever. I don't know, you know, I'm at this point, and this is such a good feeling. I'm like totally free. I don't feel the pressure of doing anything. I just felt so good building in here. I mean, we've got a little queue over here that could be enlarged. We can make some cool fences and stuff. So there's, again, so many things, but you know, I know what you're here for. So we're jumping right into this beast. Again, as I said, before we actually start, and then I will actually also shut up. So let me already jump into the coaster cam. Now, before we go, and also disabling the HUD over here, the coaster, as I said, is okay-ish. There are a lot of things I would need to tweak, mostly obviously making things smooth, but there are also here and there some little hiccups where I'm not super happy with the overall shaping. As I said, it's been quickly built in stream. I did a couple of you know, error fixings afterwards. Nothing too heavy, like I didn't spend too much time. So this is a coaster we made in approx an hour, I guess, without any specific technique, and I just smash the button smoothing as I could. So that's that. So please keep that in mind, and I'm gonna talk about the POV afterwards, but for now I'm gonna mute my microphone and let you enjoy this wonderful roller coaster. Here we go. right, there we go. Now, I don't know how you feel, but especially the last part of the track is super intense, so I could definitely include either a little bit more track or make sure that it is actually slowed down a bit more before going into this lower track area over here. It's quite heavy, but overall I'm super happy, you know, considering I haven't played for such a long time, considering I haven't done a coaster in such a long time, and I'm not really an expert. I really feel like this is a good beginning. Like, if you would give that to someone, I guess, with a bit more expertise, this person could be easily get something good out of it, you know, given the opportunities you still have, because as I didn't use a 4-meter method or even a 2-meter method as crazy people do right now, or even 1-meter method. If you don't know what it is, don't worry, but that's the only way to get these things hyper smooth in the game. And for example, for a potential Planet Coaster 2, this is by far the one thing that most enthusiasts want to have: a better coaster builder in terms of smoothing and smoothness in terms of the POVs. But that's that. I mean, we could also make a night POV, but since there's basically no lighting at all, it doesn't make any sense. I'll actually end this video here. Let me just grab a good kind of position here for the camera. Let me just also one fun thing, we don't have the explore cam in here, so whenever I would love to get Tedget cam in, we don't even have a staff member. Give me one. I need to, gosh, where's the staff? There. Okay, it's not on the left hand side, whatever. So we have quite a bit more staff people over here, and then we need to still do the old Tedget cam. Boom, there you go. King Coastal laugh in the background, because that one is the only one where you can zoom in quite nicely and then get the wonderful shot of the coaster. I mean, look at that. This looks actually pretty cool. Could be the thumbnail. Now, as I said, that's that. There's not really that much more to say. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I certainly did enjoy building this so much, and I really would love to do more. Let's see how the reception is. And also, if you want to give it a shot, again, as I said, linky to Instant Gaming is in the description. I'm going to also include a specific one to Planet Coaster, so you can get it right over there and just enjoy the game. Until then, have a wonderful time, and make sure to look out for an announcement on my channel. I'll be streaming something from Gamescom tomorrow, which has not been played so far on this channel. So it's gonna be super exciting. It's basically a world premiere, even though I think it's premiered already today and tomorrow again. But yeah, I'm very excited. So love to see you there. Until then, have a good time and goodbye.